Alright, Classics Rule, I'm coming at you today with a birthday gift from a friend over on the East Coast. He sent me some fresh styrene to work on for the for November and possibly December and all the way into January, maybe May. Definitely a one-off build. It's something that's truly unique, and it's going to be unique. It's going to be straight from the heart. And kind of a dedication to the gentleman that mailed it to me. The gentleman that mailed it to me was ModelMind 72. He's a close partner, close friend. Super helpful gentleman. I mean, he has inspired me to do like 6 of my builds. I'm still trying to build a Mustang for him, which I just can't figure out how to do it because the way ModelMind 72 works is he's all crazy, off-the-chart custom stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into ripping this box open. I already cut it open because I just couldn't wait to turn this camera on. So, let's go from there. Fresh styrene, all in bubble wrap. I actually have to lift this thing upside down, nice and slowly, and then just kind of wiggle it out. Fresh old school styrene, all bubble wrapped and everything. Who doesn't like bubble wrap? Here's the fresh styrene. Kind of somewhat looks like it's in the original packaging, but it's actually not in the original packaging still because I had him do a custom thing to the roof for me. And it's not a chop top. It's not a slant roof. It's not like what you would think. So let's crack this baby open. Now you may see the roof, or the cab. Where's the roof? Well, that's where the unique part comes into play. There is no roof attached currently, but it is in my hand. It's a convertible pickup. It's a hardtop convertible pickup that I decided to have my friend ModelMind cut it off for me. Cut the top off, cut the back off, now we got this. Surprised he actually didn't cut this whole piece off because that is a hard piece to not cut off. I mean, look at how flimsy it is. I mean, it just barely moves around. Problem is that I have is these fenders. I don't know if my custom motor that I built is going to fit, so let's find out right now while we're sitting here. I call this the inline 12. Oh, look at that, ModelMind. Inline 12 barely fits in these fenders. Guess we're keeping the fenders on. Let's go through the rest of the box since I really didn't get to do that. We have 4 sets of tires, big and skinny. These are how I like my drag slicks. The big tires in the back and skinnies up front. Not too skinny. Still fresh glass. No imperfections or anything. There's a little scratch. Oh, no, wait a second. That scratch is just the plastic. In this bag here, looks like we got our mock wood bed and cab. We have our chassis, which hopefully I can actually stick my motor on. So here's the mock wood and cab. Here's our motor. Or not a motor, a chassis. I don't know why I call that the chassis, the motor. Panel sides, fenders. I might actually use custom fenders on this. I don't know. I do like these fenders. Here we have some of the interior parts. There's the hood and all of its glory. Got the molded on head badge up here. It's like a performance intake manifold. Doesn't look stock. Looks like it's got like a 2-inch rise on it. front suspension, which is not something a pickup would usually have. That's actually quite nice to have that in the kit. In the back here we have a bell housing and a rear axle, looks like a 4-link. Big old radiator back here. Coilover shocks, which are nice to have because you can actually cut those and make them fit. A few custom pieces. These are some pretty awesome detailing pieces. I can go nuts with what I'm going to do with this one. And then a little bit of chrome awesomeness right here. I've always dreamed of having this kit after looking at it on Revell. And here it is in hands right now. Our taillights, which I can easily take some taillight red and paint those and make them look red. Looks like optional steering wheels. It looks like one has the shifters, one doesn't. Here's a custom steering wheel. I've never seen a steering wheel like that, but it's actually pretty cool looking. Check this out, little fire extinguisher right there. That's pretty rad. Got your little peep mirror. I think it's actually, oh no, that's not a mirror. That I believe is actually the cap where the gas caps would go. Little Cobra air intake heads. Let's see if I can get that in there for you. Yeah, see that says Cobra. I don't think you can see that or not. Freaking awesome grill. I might paint that body color if I do. I don't know. I mean, I might and I might not. I mean, here's our rear bumper. I like these push bumpers. I mean, they're kind of nice. They simple up the look. Got some mirrors right here. And then here is another awesome part. This is our instruction manual, which is not in pieces. Usually I get instruction manuals that are old and they're always torn apart. These are decals, the flames. I'm not going to use those. I actually got custom ones from an Impala lowrider. Custom gauges sitting there. Yeah. That's what the truck is supposed to look like when it's done, but I'm taking it to another level. I'm taking it to the Classics Rule level. This truck's going to get a complete makeover. It might stay body colored, to be honest. I really don't know. But before we go again, let's take another look at that engine. I mean, this is what's going to really simplify up the look of the truck, is this engine sticking out in here. I mean, look at that. Now another thing is we're going to do, I don't have my knife on me, so I can't exactly open up these pieces. See if I can find out where it went. One second, folks. Classics Rule is having a technical difficulty. Seems I've misplaced something. And I'm going off my rocker. There it is. Our chassis. This chassis, the way it's designed is it's just flat. It's kind of like this little angle. I'm probably going to cut off the middle section and do something like this rear has, where I'm going to Z-channel it and just basically drop the middle. In-hands drop the cab. I might just do it to the front and call it good, and what it's going to do is just going to raise my it'll basically just raise this front end up, so that way the motor's going to be sticking up a little higher and back end really won't. So hopefully this truck, well, that was a total fail. Blooper. Yeah. Hopefully this truck will turn out to be something totally rad, one-off from Classics Rule. So you heard it first, folks, from Classics Rule. This is going to be truly unique, something off the charts, as you could call it. Got a few names in mind for it. I mean, like one mine was like Psychedelic Daydream, which I think is actually the name it's going to stick with, but either Psychedelic Daydream or Psychedelic Dreams. But the reason I said the name is because Psychedelic is going to be giving it a little hint as to what it's called. So stay tuned, and Classics Rule will take you on a journey as to how awesome this truck can be. So thank you folks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Camera problems.